Good evening. I'm Melinda Zosh. This is News Channel 34. Debate is still heating up 4 years after a police officer was allegedly attacked in a cemetery. Delta is the biggest airline in the world right now, but it's also the biggest draw for customers at this airport. It even gives them the sensation that they're flying. He comes out front, gives his fans a hug, and takes a picture. Anyone who puts $1 in the tip jar gets a gong for good luck. But for now, they're just making new friends and finding their way around these halls. So don't be shy, draw us a picture, it doesn't matter what it is, go on and send it to us. It's no surprise that shoppers packed the Oakdale Mall long before the crack of dawn this morning. It's one of the few in the country where you can still grab a brass ring. Well, the Twilight movies have taken America by storm. With a little luck and a flick of the wrist, a bass will bite that line. Police say that Stevens allegedly forged a New York State motor vehicle title with the intention of selling an automobile. Why beat the heat when you can play a game of tennis? I'm receiving a detoxing envelopment using this violet clay. Decking your halls for the holiday season takes careful planning, especially if you're looking for that perfect outside wreath. Well, look no more. Every Friday on Airport Road, loyal followers fill a small Islamic mosque. They come for prayer and a message.
If we want to succeed, we shall obey Allah.
Lynchburg's Muslim population is growing, thanks in part to the high number of skilled jobs in the city.
Good jobs with the doctors, engineers.
That attract people from the Middle East.
Plus, they're running some businesses.
The Greater Lynchburg Islamic Association has an open-door policy.
Islam is a peaceful religion.
And they want the community to understand what they're really about.
We are just like you. We love our neighbors.
Part of loving their neighbors means reaching out to Christians.
I think all ignorance is overcome in relationships.
Edward Smither is a professor at Liberty University.
My first motivation is just Jesus' teaching to love our neighbors.
He works closely with mosque leaders.
I was motivated to contact them. They're people, they're here working, they have families, they have hopes and dreams just as we do.
The interaction is having a positive effect. LU students are learning about Muslim culture, and members here at the mosque are forming new friendships.
I feel that, everybody is very nice and it's a friendly neighborhood.
In a town known mostly for one faith,
Christian community, I don't separate them from me because they are nice to me, they are friends to me.
Christians and Muslims.
One of the best things that we could do is to move toward people.
Are proving you can live.
I have a lot of Christian friends. I'm going to their house, they come to my house.
Together in peace.
To move toward people that are different from us, to learn about them, to build relationships with them, and to love them.
Melinda Zosh, News 7, Lynchburg. Takes a lot of time and effort to transform Rec Park into a tennis facility fit for thousands of spectators. But to organizers, it's worth the time and effort.
You can go up and talk to the professionals and find out things about their lives, and it's just get autographs. It's great. It's just a great opportunity to see professional tennis up close and personal.
One of those professional players is 27-year-old Dmitry Tursunov. The Russian native was once ranked 20th in the world. He's best known for his intensity on the courts.
I used to yell a lot at umpires and break rackets here and there, but I try to cool down a little bit, partially because I'm getting mature.
26-year-old Rajiv Ram turned pro after playing just 1 year at the University of Illinois. This is his third appearance at the LGNT tournament, and he says tennis is unlike any other sport.
The biggest thing is that it's individual. We don't play on a team. We don't play, home games, away games. It's all basically for yourself, and you're traveling to different cities playing tournaments.
The players warm up for their matches on these practice courts, making sure they're in top physical shape. But it's just as important for them to prepare mentally as well as physically.
Mentally, it's kind of a tough sport because you can be playing great, you can feel great physically, but you can come out and lose in the first round.
Tursunov says the life of a tennis player isn't always easy. He travels 2 to 3 months at a time, never staying in one place too long.
So there's quite a bit of pressure on you, to perform and to do well. And if you're not doing well, your confidence goes down, and you feel like you're not worthy of anything.
Despite tough days on the court, fans still appreciate the tennis players' hard work and dedication.
I still love the game as much as I did the day I started it. I'm glad that I got involved in it. So it's great to see this level of play out here. It's pretty impressive stuff.
Impressive enough that some of these players will go on to compete at the U.S. Open later this month. In Binghamton, Melinda Zosh, News Channel 34. Leah Galili of Tioga Center is only 10 years old, but she's already developing two passions, science and swimming. Now she's putting her water skills to the test.
You have to swim across without touching the ground, and you had to shoot doggy paddle for 3 seconds.
Galili is swimming in this pool, adapted for handicapped kids, where she passed her deep end swim test.
It was a little deep, but they said that if I go down a little bit, they'll catch me.
16-year-old Katie Nelson swam by her side, making sure her camper didn't go down too deep.
First she was like, I think I'm gonna drown, and I'm like, you're not gonna drown, trust me, you will not drown, not when I'm right here.
Nelson is a counselor because her younger sister struggles with the disease. She's able to help Galili, whose eyelids and growth are affected most.
Definitely putting someone before you is a big thing about this, because about everything we do, it's always for the camper, and I think that's amazing.
Set, go!
Campers play squirt gun games and paint pictures at the carnival. Then there's the rock wall in the middle of the woods. At the top of the 40-feet climb is a zip line.
We just want you to challenge yourself. But if challenging yourself is getting up halfway of the slant wall, or if challenging yourself maybe is just putting on a harness, then it's your choice.
The zip lets campers get out of their wheelchairs and into the air. It even gives them the sensation that they're flying.
There's a special thing that makes you go faster.
What is it?
You say, caw, caw, and you have to go like that when you're going down the zip line.
But it's more than just the zip line that brings campers together. For 1 week a year, they're making friends who share something in common.
With all the other kids, you're not just the only person in a chair.
And these campers don't let their wheelchairs or their disabilities stop them from reaching for the sky.
You can't limit a kid because they're gonna prove you wrong. And just walking around and everything and being around with them, they can do a lot of things.
How hot are you?
Nice.
There you go. There you go.
And many of the campers are already looking forward to next year's camp and more trips on the zip line. In Rush, Melinda Zosh, News Channel 34.